Hello, welcome to Cosmic Readings and Messages. This is a updated message about for the globe regarding the global pandemic and anything else the spirits and angels want to, the universe wants to come through. I apologize if I sound a little tired. I was actually asleep and I'm not quite awake. I had a dream that I could not get out of. It was I do have premonitions, but this was a weird one because it had to do with angels fighting demons. And I was watching this, and I was telling myself, this is a dream. I want to wake up because I need to figure out what's going on here. And I was sort of pulled into it, and I couldn't get out of it. And the demons were destroyed. So it was very, very intense. If anybody who watches this channel, if you have premonitions or dreams like that, you know how they are. You know how regular dreams are, how you can sort of make it up as you go along and you can actually control it. This I wanted to get out of. I wanted to end it, and I wanted to wake up, and I couldn't. And the angels were grabbing me, not in a harmful way, but they were like, no, like they were holding on to me and saying, no, you have to see this, you have to see this. And finally, when it ended and I woke up, I just thought, I need to get this message out. It was almost like I had to. Like, I just had to. So I just set up the computer really, really quick here. And I'm doing this, and I've turned the light up a lot on the camera, so you can kind of see it. But I'm sort of in subdued light right now, with the camera gain turned way up so you can actually see the cards. So I hope this gets recorded fairly well, because I only have one light on, and because I don't want to turn all the lights on, because it's early in the morning, and I do want to get back to sleep. But I wanted to see what the message was that the spirits, angels, collectively the universe, wanted to get out there. So I apologize if my voice sounds a little bit like out of it, and if I sound a little out of it, because yes, I just literally got out of bed and made this recording because I had to. So it's also Palm Sunday. I just realized that. So when I got up, so I put that in the title down there for the recording, because when I woke up, it was just like, it's April 5th, right? Or what day is this? It's Sunday. Because, I'm in the United States, and I'm used to working a lot, and we sort of lost the days and times, and so I just quickly looked and saw that it was okay. It's April 5th. What is it? Sunday, April 5th. It's Palm Sunday. Okay, that means next Sunday is Easter. So maybe this had to do with the fact that we're now in this week before Easter, which I'm not an extremely religious person, but timing and faith and a lot of things. I mean, if you go back and watch my intro video to the channel, you'll understand my background. And also, the name of this channel is Cosmic Readings and Messages 777, because my first, middle, and last name are 7 letters, which I've been told is significant. So I know there's people who believe that the numbers have a lot to do with things. That's what that's all about. So, anyway, let me get on to this reading, because I know I'm just babbling at this point. And I have been doing with these special messages, I took a angel card, messages from your angels, and the tarot card, and I just shuffled the decks real quick and just threw 2 cards out there to start off with. And, my original intent was those are just cards to fill in the place so you see something on the video. And then I flipped them over just to see what they mean. So, the spirits, angels, the universe, they know I'm going to flip them over, and that's what we're going to start this reading with, because I don't know I kind of have an idea of what's going on. There's more than this pandemic. If you watch the previous video from today's the 5th, I guess the 3rd, day before last, I was getting this feeling there's something else going on beside this pandemic, and there's something to do with evil, and bad things are going to be conquered. So anyway, let's see what we start off with here. Okay, so this is the Adriana card in the messages from your angels. Again, I apologize if I sound like a scatterbrain because I'm really tired. But so this is the message of I am leading. I need extra light here, so give me a moment. All right, let me turn on my extra light here so I can actually read this because I'm in subdued light. I am leading you toward the answer to your prayers. Please listen to and follow the steps I am communicating through your intuition, thoughts, and dreams. Quite a good one because, they woke me up in the middle of the night, so I'm getting the dreams. We're being led by the angels. That's basically what this is. And it's like, I am leading you toward the answer to your prayers. And the first thing that comes to mind, because this is for the globe, this is not just for me, this is for everybody. That's what these readings are for. It's for the world. I know I don't have a lot of viewers, but if you're watching this, get the word out there. The angels are leading us to the answer to our prayers. We want to get over this pandemic, this virus, but we also we're also looking for a change in the world, the evil, the bad things, that need to be taken care of. We need to get rid of them. And we're being led by the angels. They're leading us to the answer. To the answer to our prayers. Let's see, the card that came out here. Now this was a major arcana card. Card 14. XIV. Temperance. The Temperance card. This card reminds me a lot of the Archangel Michael card. He has a lot of power there. The Temperance card is talking about balance. And also, some people see that card as a card representing timing, like divine timing. If you watch my channel, if you watch some of my other readings, or I think last week or the week before when I was doing these readings, this what's happening now has something to do with time. And I keep getting these ideas of like April 10th, something about April 10th, the month of May, like everything is going to be healed, or we're going to be on good footing again. And this card is telling me divine timing. So what's going on is we're in the middle of, we're being guided by the angels through something that has been set up by divine timing. It's almost like now was the time for this to happen. Very, very, there's a lot of thoughts coming into my head, and I'm hearing a lot of angelic voices. I'm hearing voices from people that I know who are on the other side. And it's all comforting. It's all positive. I'm getting a lot of messages of don't worry. Don't worry. Don't pay attention to the panic. Don't panic. I even get it from some people that are on the other side that were very good with their humor. They had a very good sense of humor. And there's that the quote from Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, don't panic. I get that shown to me sometimes, like in my dreams, or it'll just like suddenly just appear, and I'll laugh because like don't panic. And Um, yeah, that whole idea. Again, I apologize because I'm so tired and I woke up to do this. So let me see what else the spirits and angels want us to know, because I don't want this to go on too long because it's early in the morning. Spirits, angels. I'm gonna shuffle the angel messages cards for Palm Sunday for the world. What else do you have to tell us about either this pandemic or the good and evil dream that I saw, where the angels win over evil? And this is global. This is not like, it wasn't one person. This is not like somebody who's a really bad person is going to be taken down. This is in divine timing, and we're being led to the answer to our prayers. It's almost like it's organized. This has been planned. This has been set up. And I'm not saying that this pandemic was something that was planned, but I think it's being used as part of the plan. Let me just see here through the message. I think a card flipped over as I was going through them here. No, they're all still face down. Okay, whoops. One just fell on the floor. Okay. Well, the one that fell on the floor out of the deck was Rochelle. This card here. I'm going to take that because it just sort of like slipped out and fell on the floor face up. Rochelle card says, as you honor and follow the guidance of your heart, prosperity is coming to you now. Well, the finances in the world are all messed up, but as you honor and follow the guidance of your heart, prosperity is coming to you now. I mean, it's not coming to us now, but it's going to be coming very soon. That's what I'm getting. Like, divine timing. Everything is being set up. Once we start honoring and following the guidance of our hearts, once whatever happens, and we're over this, the economy's going to turn around fairly quickly. Money is going to start flowing again. This card is sort of a greenish color, which, gives you the idea of money. It's like a very dark, it's like an olive green. Maybe you can't see that too well because the light is not quite right in here right now because I've got the gain on the camera up so high. Any other... Okay, this card just flew out of the... This is just from your Angels card. Okay, the Merlina card. This card, which says, you are confused and indecisive because you do not have enough information. Do research or seek expert advice before making a decision. Yes, there's a lot of confusion in the world. And people don't know what's going to happen next. So seek expert advice before making a decision. Don't be rash. Now, if you look at this picture, let me see if I can get this in there. There's the yin yang or yang yang or whatever symbol in there. One, you can't have one without the other. The picture also is very mystical. And there's angels up in the sky. Let me take a closer look at this picture. The angels are watching over us. And this has to do with divine timing. But look at the rest of the picture. It's very beautiful. There's animals, there's insects, the butterflies there. Everything is going to be okay. because the angels are watching over us. Spirits, angels, universe, please come forward. I'm going to go through the major arcana cards again. Can you give me another card to give me an idea of what the next part of the message is? That's important message. Let's see. I don't want this video to go on way too long, because they have been, and I want to go back to sleep. So what important message do you want people to know? Okay. All right. 2 cards flipped out together, and they're both repeats. I'm getting the same message again. The Devil card. This time it was in the other day it came out of the minor arcana cards, which it shouldn't have, so I don't know why it was in there. So the Devil card, we're going to be breaking those chains with evil in the world. And this is, again, this is not like one person. This is not, or 2 people, or this is not, this is big. This is really big. And here we are on Palm Sunday. I think this is almost biblical. Like, if you want to think of it that way. And that's why it's so overwhelming to me. That's why I'm doing all these videos, because this is so overwhelming. I want to share it because it's almost like I have to get this message out, because it's something really big. This is like yes, the global pandemic is big, but there's something else going on where there's evil. There's, what's the word? It's almost like organized evilness, that's being taken apart and destroyed. That's it's almost like we know of a lot of bad things in the world, and we know there's a lot of corruption, bad people in the world that are in high positions or are doing things with the world economies. You find out these things here and there where people are doing bad things. You find out where, there's bad actors. And I'm not talking about the professional actor. I'm talking about people who are just doing things to manipulate the finances. They're doing things to manipulate governments because they have a lot of money. You find out about these things, and people go to jail, or the corruption is somehow figured out and it's exposed. And it seems like this is the big evil in the world. Like, this is an organized, it's almost like an organized army, because that's what I saw in the dream. It was like the angels were fighting this army of evil. If you want to think of like Star Wars, it's like, the Jedi versus the Sith Lords. They want to be the empire of the universe, and the Jedis are like the angels, and they're the good guys. They've got the good force, and the angels are like this, and they don't want to kill, they don't want to destroy, they want things to be good, and they use this good energy to destroy evil. And it's almost like that kind of thing. It's like this old evil that's been going on for a long time, and it's being uncovered, it's being taken apart, and it's almost like this pandemic is a cover for what's going on. It's almost like the pandemic is the big story, and everybody's focused on that, and everybody's worried about getting sick, and their friends and neighbors and family, and everybody's at home. And then there's like this other thing that's going on in the background. And so when the pandemic is over, It's almost like it's going to be a rebirth, a new beginning, a restart for the world. And we're going to find out that at the same time, all of this evilness was being either undone or like people going to jail or being, well, we've gotten the justice card, and I think it was the day before yesterday, the justice card and the justice and what was the other card, which basically means the same thing. They're going to be brought to justice, is going on. So this is a repeat card. This is, we're going to break the chains. We know about it. And we're going to escape that devil, this addiction to evilness in the world, because a lot of people have been attached to it. And they're going to be able to break free from it, because the devil is very controlling. It wants to keep you in the chains, but those chains are going to be broken. The other major card that came out with it, because I did say that 2 cards came out, is the World card. The World card. If you go back and watch the other videos, this is card number 21. This is the end. It's the completion. And then it's also enlightenment. It's the last card in the major arcana. It means we have the world. That's what I'm getting. We're going to have the world again. The world will be ours again. Because this is for the world. Enlightenment, completion. The world will be ours again. As in, whatever else is going on, this rooting out of evil, and the virus too. The world will be ours again. I just got that message. And we're going to be enlightened for a number of different things. On the medical front, we're going to be enlightened. We're going to figure out how to get rid of this virus. People are going to get better. The uncertainty will be gone. We're going to be enlightened because we're going to find out. I keep getting that. We're going to find out about this this evil that we're going to be breaking the chains from. This is going to be like, one part of me, I want to say national news, but actually this is global. This would be international news. And this is global. We're going to find out a lot of stuff. And it has to do with divine timing, because the spirits, angels, and universe are leading us to the answer to our prayers. And this pandemic is being used, I really don't want to say as a cover for what else is going on, but it's happening at the same time. And everything is going to come out okay. I'm going to pull a minor arcana card real quick to see if there's any fill in the blank message. Please go back and watch some of the other videos or the intro video to the channel, because that's where immediately as I start go through the cards, this card flipped over right in front of me, and it flipped right over before I could even do anything more. And it's a knight, and I always consider the knights as messengers. I know the pages can be messengers, but I also see the knights as messengers, like they bring in stuff. And they're action cards. So they're bringing something that you can act upon. And it's the Knight of Wands. Again, another nice card, because I always look at the background of the picture. It's a nice blue sky. It's a nice day. So that's encouraging me, because things are going to get better. So the Knight of Wands is very bold. He's energetic. He's kind of cavalier and very passionate. And what I'm getting here is that passionate aspect of the Knight of Wands is the angels and those who are working on behalf of the angels here on earth that are doing the rooting out of the evil. They are very passionate. That's what's coming to my mind. They're very passionate about what they're doing. They want things to get better. And things are going to be happening over the next couple of weeks. And I'm still getting this whole idea that this is all happening now. And now that I'm looking at it, we're here on Palm Sunday. It's the beginning of spring, which is considered to be, we're in springtime, which is like a new beginning, a rebirth. It's like the season where life comes back. And here we are, we're all like cooped up in our houses and worried about getting sick and stuff. But, we're going from Palm Sunday to Easter. I think this week is going to be very important. Things that happen during this week, whether we know it or not, we may look back and find out things, months from now, that this coming week from today, the 5th, through Easter next Sunday, what is that? I have to actually look at a calendar because I'm half asleep here. So that's the 12th. Now, this Friday is the 10th, April 10th, and I think something pivotal is happening on the 10th. That date keeps coming up in my brain, which we may not even know on the 10th. We may find out later. I think that has something to do with this pandemic. I think that has to do with like the turning point or something like that. Either a cure or a treatment will be approved or become more widespread, or we'll be looking at the curves for the nation or the world or something. It'll be like April 10th will be the time when something is turning, something is changing, something is going to be getting better, which is leading us into May, which is going to be, I think May is going to be really, really good. And so that's what I think this night here is about, this Knight of Wands. He's bringing a lot of energy, and he's very bold. And I think this is on both fronts. He's there to give us action toward the virus, this pandemic, and also he's going in to fight the evil. It would have been interesting if I had the Knight of Swords, because that's what I would have said. He's going in for battle, but he's still the Knight of Wands. He's got his stick there. He can use that as a javelin or something, right? But yeah, the meaning of that particular card. I really need to go back to sleep, so I'm going to ask the Spirits, Angels, Universe for one more card from the messages from our angels. Spirits, Angels, Universe, I really need to wrap up this reading because I don't want it to go on much longer, and I want to just put it on YouTube real quick. So please give me one more important message for the world about anything about this pandemic, or the good versus evil, or what's going on with my dream. This message for the world. So from the messages from your angels card, what's the final message you would like the world, my listeners, my viewers, to know on this channel, Cosmic Readings and Messages 777? Please come forward with one more message. Okay, none of the cards are popping. I'm just going to keep going. Okay, this one. Okay, well, this is a nice extra final message. Leela, and this is a repeat card too. It's like she's just sitting there contemplating with a nice beautiful sky behind her. No storm, nice sunrise or sunset. Spend time alone in nature, meditating about your desires and intentions. Ask the angels to help you gain a positive perspective. That's a really good final message from the angels. If you can get a chance, get outside. Here in the Northern Hemisphere, it's springtime. The weather's nice. Southern Hemisphere, it's fall, so it's not cold yet. So, we're in those in-between seasons where, it may be nice to go outside. So spend time alone in nature, meditating about your desires and intentions. So it's a good time to, go outside, maybe just sit under a tree, sit out in the sun if you're into that. Be distant from somebody else, and just think about what you want to do when things get better, because they are going to get better. Ask the angels to help you gain a positive perspective. So be positive. That's what this is all about. Being positive. Don't worry. Don't panic. This is all going to end. not the end of the world. The end of this pandemic is coming. And some other good things are happening as far as evil in the world getting in the background, getting taken out. So I think, this week, this Easter week that ends with Easter, is going to be, in hindsight, a turning point in some respects, and also part of this new beginning, this new. You know what? In one respect, I could almost think like this is sort of an apocalypse. Because in the historical perspective, a lot of people are thinking this is the apocalypse. You read this online like it's the end of the world. It's the apocalypse. Apocalypse actually means like a new beginning. It's kind of like the Tower card. Everything comes crashing down, but then there's this new beginning, and things start over again anew. As in the word anew, A-N-E-W. So that's what I'm getting. Like, if you want to call this the apocalypse, well, okay, yeah. It heralds in a new beginning. And it's going to be good. And it's not going to be the end of the world. Everything does not have to be destroyed for this new beginning. Only what needs to be destroyed. And that just came to my mind. The voice just came in. Because when I said, everything doesn't have to be destroyed, immediately I heard the words, what needs to be destroyed will be destroyed. Not everything. So that's what this is all about. I can't help myself. One more major arcana card. One major message. Is there anything else the Spirits, Angels, Universe from the major arcana cards wants us to know? Maybe about a couple of months from now, or what's coming up in regards to this evil or whatever. Okay. I got to think about this for a minute because it's card number 5 that fell out. The Hierophant, which hasn't come out yet. Again, it's a nice card. It's a very peaceful card. Here's what it looks like. Now 5, immediately that jumped out, card number 5. May is the 5th month. That's immediately what came to mind. 5. Number 5 is May. This card represents belief. So keep your belief. Uniting. And also, in some respect, honoring traditions. It's a traditional card. I'm getting the idea of families getting together and celebrating birthdays together. Maybe not with a lot of people around because we're social distancing, but traditions that you do in your family will help you get through this. And since we're all sort of cooped up in our houses, can't go too far, that comes through. But also, the world will be uniting. That's what I'm getting here. In new ways. And this card also represents the word belief. We need to hold on to our beliefs and stay positive during this time. And everything's going to work out. So that's a good parting message from the Spirits, Angels, the Universe, I collectively call it. Okay, I want to thank everybody for watching because I have gone on a little bit too long because I need to go back to bed. I'm really tired. So thanks for watching. I'm going to get this up on YouTube quickly. And this was the update for Sunday, April 5th, 2020, Palm Sunday. So some very good messages here from the Spirits and Angels. And of course, I am going to pick up the angel cards here and just quickly look and see what cards at the bottom. just because, yes, I can. I just flipped the deck over, and the Caressa card was there. So we'll use that as part of the message too. Again, it looks like a very meditative type of card, and this card actually says you are at the end of a cycle in your life. And again, this is for the world. This is not for me. This is not just for you who's watching. You are at the end of a cycle in your life. Call upon your angels to comfort you and to guide you to your next step. Happiness awaits you now. Perfect. I mean, this card wraps everything up into one card. We're at the end of a cycle here on in our lives. Call upon your angels to comfort you and to guide you to your next step. Happiness awaits you now. It's almost like, boom, I flipped the deck over and that card's sitting there, and it's basically taking everything that I've just said over, I guess, the last half hour mumbling through, and puts it all into one card. and look how, I mean, that card is so peaceful. It's either a sunrise or a sunset, but it's just so peaceful. All right, I'm going to turn over the major arcana cards. And yes, I mentioned this card. I am so tired. The Tower appears. I've even brought that up. Yes, the Tower will fall, and from it, something new will grow. And the Tower falls for a reason. Yes, divine timing. Card number 16. We think, I look at this card, it's like, yes, your tower gets destroyed, but it has to. Again, divine timing. We're being led to something better. We're going to break those chains from the evil. The virus will be gone. This has to happen. The tower falls. And one of the reasons the tower falls is because it has to. It wasn't on a good foundation. The foundation wasn't any good. So it's going to fall down. And then you build a new one, and it's going to be better. And this also represents big change. Huge change. And again, we have the virus that'll be coming to an end. The pandemic will be ending. And this good versus evil. Big changes. And again, this is on a global scale. All right. I might as well, since I'm doing it already, I'm going to flip the minor arcana cards over. And it is the 8 of Wands. So we got more wands here. Now those 8s represent what some say all-seeing. This card could represent travel, but we're talking about for the globe. And one of the other meanings for this card is like things are being put into motion. It could also represent. Now that's what I'm getting. And these wands are like flying through the air. Things are in motion. And these wands are from heaven. They're in the sky. They're up in the clouds. I'm getting like these are angelic wands. That's what I'm picking up here. And all of this that's going on, it's already in motion. This is not something that's coming up. It's not something that's already happened, where we're coming out of something or we're about to go into something. I'm getting this feeling that this card was on the bottom of the deck so I could see it, because it's in motion right now. We're in the middle of this. These wands are flying right now. So this is not a prediction or anything like that. This is the spirits and angels are telling me everything that I just told you in my dream, and I'm getting this right now, and it's almost like I'm hearing cheering in my brain, like, "Yay, he's got it! Yay, he's got it!" This is happening right now. We are in the middle of this motion. And it's not that it's going to happen, it's happening right now. We're in the middle of this pandemic, which will be, I still say it's going to be ending sooner than later. We're going to be getting news that, it's, you know what? It's almost like I can see the headlines. We squash the curve. The whole thing is we're trying to keep the curve down so that, like, not a lot of people die. We're going to find out, I think it's almost like the models were wrong. Like millions and not even hundreds of thousands will die. It's going to be like, we did it. But actually, the spirits and angels are going to be the ones that are going to be sitting there going, we told you. It wasn't going to be that bad. Yes, it's bad. I mean, it's a pandemic. People are getting sick. People are dying. But it could be so much worse. And we're going to be enlightened. We're going to find out about this disease. We're going to find ways to treat it. We're going to find out a lot of different things about this. And maybe, I don't like to get into conspiracies, but maybe it's tied into the evil. Maybe we will find out that it was something that was designed or something like that. I don't want to second guess what the scientists are saying. But I think it's more we're going to learn about this disease and we're going to prevent it from something like this happening again with this particular type of virus. I think that's really the message. There's all kinds of ideas that, people were covering this disease up and, the data wasn't all there and certain people in the world were covering things up. We'll find out more about that. But I think overall, we're going to be learning a lot of things about viruses. We're going to learn a lot about healing. We're going to be learning a lot about how to prevent something like this from ever happening again, whether it be a virus like this or the flu or anything else. Things are just going to get so much better. But also there's this underlying evil, good versus evil that's going on. And I think we're going to be finding out about that too. And that may not come up immediately. It may be something that comes later, but or maybe sooner than later. I don't know. But I think in hindsight, we're going to be finding out a lot of other things were going on during this time. So anyway, I'm going to end this message. Thank you for watching. Hope I didn't ramble too much. And I'll do an update when that time comes. Thanks for watching. And namaste to everybody. I honor the light in all of you. Please be well. Take care of yourselves. And make sure you get a lot of rest, which is what I'm going to do right now. Happy Palm Sunday if you follow that tradition. Happy spring. And pay attention to the news. Pay attention to what's going on. And remember, don't panic. Don't panic. Thank you.